guys, BearsFan06 here, and today I have for you a spell breakdown video. This is on ATG, All Target Gurus. What the Guru's goal is to take out champion fighters. They have somewhat higher speed, agility, and they have high wisdom, and they attack all, so their goal is to take out champions. They do not do good against rogues. They are glass cannons. They hit hard and they die easy. They have low HP. They have low defense. Any physical attack will kill them. So in PvP, their goal is to take out the strong champions, because champions typically have lower wisdom. So all their damage is wisdom based. Champions have low wisdom, thus they kill the champions. I'm going to break them up into two groups, Group A and Group B. Group A will be the weak ones, Group B will be the strong ones. The reason why I broke them into two groups is there's a pretty big gap difference in wisdom and agility between the two groups when it splits off. So that it just takes a huge drop and goes from X level to Y level. But let's get down to it and we'll take a look here. So in 6th place of the first group I'm doing, the weaker ones, we had Inshuna. Inshuna's max wisdom is 2960, max agility 2817. These are all going to have one cooldown at max. None of the ATG gurus have a 0 cooldown, unfortunately. They all have a cooldown of 1. This guy comes in last place just because he has fairly low wisdom and agility. And his HP, I mean, it's 1029. His defense is 466. As you can see, he's going to die easy. And that's basically all of them. In 5th place, we have Bino, like Bino Gas, the pill. But his wisdom, 3032. His agility, 2888. HP, 1053. And defense, 478. So another pretty weak one. These are two fairly, really low-end guys. As well as the 4th place guy, Ditmar. He is 3rd place. Now he's pretty much the same as the other ones. You can see there's not much different. HP 1069, defense 483, wisdom 3077, agility 2933. Not a huge difference. And the same with the next one. Now this one's a little bit different. I personally hate this one, but it doesn't matter. The reason why I hate it. Uberstrone. This HP is 349 and defense 321. I know that really doesn't make a difference because they're going to die in one hit regardless, whether they have 1,000 or 349. This just annoys me looking at that low of it. It's more of a personal thing and not stats thing. Stats though for her, they're quite a bit higher, 3532. Now the agility is a little less, 2654. But the wisdom's how she's going to do all of her damage. Next we have Sita. She's decent. I mean, she's got a higher agility 3280, wisdom 3443, defense 541, HP 1196. HP is a little bit higher, but defense still on the horrible side, obviously. And then last in this group is Ogiva. Yes, Ogiva, sure. She has 1257 HP, 568 defense, 3614 wisdom, 3443 agility. So she's the best one out of this group of the low end. Price wise, they're pretty much in the same order for pricing. This dragon here is roughly 8 bitters. I'm sure you can find him for cheaper because he's not very well sought after. I'm sure you could find one as low as 5, to be honest. I think I have one, and I would probably sell it for 5 bitters if someone offered it to me, to be honest. Next, Bino is roughly about 8. Ditmar is roughly about 10. Uberstrone is roughly 10. And Sita is roughly 15. And Ogiva, she's roughly 20. So they're pretty much in the same order as well. There is one fighter in here, Black Tide, I omitted. Black Tide is pretty much extremely rare and is basically the second to worst ATG. So I completely omitted her from here because she's super rare and she's really bad. So if you say I missed one, yes, I know. I took out 2 fighters out of this list that I could find that were all ATGs because they weren't very good. But let's move on to the top tier, the better fighters. There's a total of 7 in that group. And I'm going to show you here why I separated them. So we got 3614 and 3443. Instantly jumps up to 5210 and 3856. So Herod, she is the lowest of this top tier group. She's number 7. As you can see, there's a huge difference. She lacks HP, which is obvious, 479, defense 441. Like I said, it's really not what they're meant for. They're glass cannons. But she has 5210 wisdom, which is awesome, so she's a good bit. Now, she's far from the top tier. The top tier fighter has a lot more. Number 6 is the 4-headed dragon. Back when I first started playing, this dragon was actually pretty well used, and it was pretty popular. Now, what this one has, as you can see, it has a lot more HP. 1,777 lucky 7s, 805 defense, 5109 wisdom, and 4865 agility. So that has it going for it. It's Earth that also has it going for it. In my opinion, there's not that many Earth fighters. But for ATG, I put this at number 6. Next, Illan Swift. She comes in at number 5 with 1804 HP, 817 defense, 5191 wisdom, and 4943 agility. Now, these ones are all really close, to be honest, and let me look here. Maybe I have these backwards. No, they're just really close. Really close. There's not much difference, as you can see, flipping back and forth. But overall, these are fairly well grouped together. The next two are basically going to be grouped together, and the top 2 are going to be grouped together. So really, call her H, 4-headed lizard dragon thing, and Illan Swift basically are grouped together. They're all pretty close in similarity. And then at number 4, we have the Spider Girl. When she came out, she was very popular after the event ended back in the day, when I was playing this event. She's pretty good. 1819 HP, 822 defense, 5232 wisdom, and 4981 agility. Back in the day, she killed quite a few of my PvP teams, I can tell you that. Fairly highly annoying, to be honest. That stupid zap ball. At number 3, Windlin Rose. I've talked about her a few times. We gave one away from a donation that I got. She's still she's pretty good with ATGs concerned. 1841 HP, 835 defense, 5293 wisdom, 5042 agility. So, like I said, Windlin Rose and the Spider Girl, I'd put those two basically in the same category. There's not much difference between the two either. Now the top 2, you probably can figure out what these are. We got basically 1A and 1B, however you want to look at it, or if you want to look at it at 1 and 2, they're pretty much identical as well. We got Baldwin, and he comes in at 647 HP, 596 defense, whopping 7031 in wisdom, and 5203 agility. And then we got Pineapple. She comes in at 649 HP, 598 defense, 7060 wisdom, 5224 agility. So let's compare wisdom, 7060 versus 7031, 29 difference. And then we got 5224 versus 5203, 21 agility difference. She is technically better. If you look at the stats wise, even HP, 2 HP more, and 2 defense more. So like I said, really I would consider them 1A, 1B for the category. You can consider Windlin Rose 2A, Spider Girl 2B, and then you can consider these 3 grouped together. Now for pricing's concerned, let me double check to make sure these are in the right order. Honestly, after looking over all the pricing for them, it's really difficult to judge what their price range is. All these are pretty few and far between for listings. There's not even 3 pages for any of them. What I could come up with is H. She was roughly, I found one for roughly 60. The 4-headed lizard dragon dude, I found one at 50. Illan Swift, roughly around 40 from what I could come up with. Spider Girl around 60 to 70 roughly. Windlin Rose roughly around 70 to 80. Baldwin roughly really he was really hard. He's pretty rare now at this point. A lot of people don't want to sell him if they have him, and he's just become fairly rare. I think I've seen him roughly around 150. I could be wrong. but it's hard. He was barely was any on the market. And for pineapple, she, I think roughly I could come up with building one for around 120. Here's the thing, guys. If you want ATG all target guru, you go and you really want it. You really want it. You really want to get something good. You're gonna want Baldwin or pineapple, to be honest. Wendell and Rose, Spider Girl aren't bad other options as well. It really depends on what you're looking for, to be honest. I've seen several things where people take 2 preamps and they take and throw in 1 Baldwin. I've seen that before, so it really depends on how you want to run it. But honestly, the first group of guys I honestly wouldn't waste my money on any of them unless you really want them for some reason. I mean, they're fairly cheap. If you're gonna spend any money, I would start really. I'd probably go with this guy here, and then I think Wind and Rose would be a little bit better of an option for next because she's not as rare. She hasn't been out as long as the Spider Girl, so there's a little bit more of them available. So I'd probably say him, Spider Girl, and then one of the top 2 guys is what I would do. I wouldn't really spend my money on the other ones. Now it's totally up to you what you want to do with it, but I just don't think the other ones are just worth it, really, to be honest with you. I think that your best options are these 2, and you can find pineapple slightly cheaper because it's not as rare yet. If you like the guy riding a unicorn with his awesome beard, then go with him. Wendell and Rose, I think, is a little bit better option over the Spider Girl because of she not being out as long, and really the other ones I haven't seen been re-released that much. This one gets re-released quite often, so I would probably say out of the top tier, I would go with this one first, and then move on to the bigger powerhouses like pineapple. But that's it for this one, guys. Hope you enjoyed the ATG spell breakdown video. Don't forget to comment. If I screwed anything up, just let me know. It's very well a possibility, but I think I nailed this one pretty solid. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share and favorite. Thanks, guys.